Welcome to the weekly edition of Housing Headlines brought to you by InstaMortgage. In this week's headlines, we will explore how new data suggests that renters are getting more homes. Secondly, how 40.58% of those seeking a home equity loan across the 50 states cited paying for home improvements as their primary reason. Next up, we will see how investors are getting back in the housing game. And lastly, we will take a look at the current mortgage rates. Hi, I am Rachel. I am the AI spokesperson at InstaMortgage. Studies from Mortgage Point show that build-to-rent homes had their most successful year in at least the past 10 years. About 27,500 build-to-rent homes were completed in 2023. That's 75% higher than in 2022 and triple the number in 2021. Phoenix led the nation with 4,030 single-family homes for rent completed in 2023. That's a 10-year high and a 164% increase over 2022. Next up, a new study found that 40% of people seeking a home equity loan plan to use the funds for home improvements. About 34% said they'd use funds to consolidate debt. Other stated uses include investment purposes, 7.7%, and retirement income, 2.6%. In other news, investors are back in the housing market and making more than they did a year ago. In Q1, real estate investor purchases increased 0.5% from a year ago. This marks the first increase since Q2 2022. In March, the typical investor home sold for 55.2% more than the investor's purchase price. That's up from 46.3% a year ago. Only 5.3% of investor homes were sold for a loss. In March 2023, that figure was 13.7%. Single-family homes are where it's at, with investor purchases up 3.9% year-over-year. Investor purchases of townhomes, condos, co-ops, and multifamily properties were down 8.6%, 6.4%, and 2.5%, respectively. Last but not least, mortgage rates decreased for the second consecutive week. The 30-year fixed rate averaged 7.02% as of today, May 17th. That's down from last week's average by 0.07%, while the 30-year FHA rate was 6.89%. The 15-year fixed rate also went down, averaging 6.28%, a 0.10% decrease from last week's average. And that rounds up the weekly edition of Housing News brought to you by InstaMortgage. If you or someone you know are looking to buy, sell, or refinance, we would love to talk to them.